Now, every year, Christians worldwide celebrate Easter with special church services, music, candlelight flowers, and the ringing of church bells. Easter processions are also held. Many Christians view Easter as the greatest feast of the church year. However, many also visit Jerusalem for Easter week via Dolorosa, just to experience the path Jesus is said to have walked on the way to crucifixion more than 2,000 years ago. News Central's Bongani, Siziba takes us to the land of Israel where it all began.
As the golden sun rose over the ancient land of Israel, casting a warm glow over these historic streets and bustling market in Jerusalem, the heart of Israel, where history and beauty intertwine, I became so eager to explore the beauty and history this country holds. So I embarked on a journey to explore the land where faith and miracles convene. My path led me to the very birthplace of Jesus, a site where echoes of the past whisper tales of timeless grace.
And the streets of Jerusalem are really, really beautiful, bustling with people from all over the world, pilgrims that come here to be in the sites that have to do with, for Christians, with Jesus, for Muslims, with Muhammad ascending to heaven, and for Jews, the place where Judaism was created.
Now called the Church of Nativity, here I was met by Christians exercising their faith, tourists and explorers like me.
It's a miracle place. I'm very happy to be here
because it's a holy month, and hopefully everything goes as we want to.
Next, I visited the Christians' holy sites, the shrine that, according to tradition, houses the tomb of Jesus, a place of profound significance for Christians around the world. The atmosphere here was solemn yet uplifting as people went inside this cave to pay respect at this sacred place. My curiosity to know more about this land took me to the Western Wall in the city of David. I was moved by the fervent prayers of the faithful who come to seek solace and guidance. The ancient stones echoes with the hopes and dreams of generations past and present. I also joined and left my prayers at this sacred place. In the heart of Old City, I encountered a man whose striking resemblance to Jesus Christ took my breath away. His gentle smile and kindness seemed to hold the wisdom of ages, leaving me with a sense of wonder. So I stopped him just to quench my curiosity.
Why I dress like Jesus?
Yes.
So it's very simple. I live a simple life. Now, I do believe in Jesus, and I do try to follow him. But I feel called in my conscience to let go of all the possessions, the worldly things, and just the simplest clothing possible, the simplest lifestyle possible.
Walking through the streets of Jerusalem, I was captivated by the diverse tapestry of people who call this city home. From the devout pilgrims to the spirited locals, each person I met tells a unique story of faith and resilience, and the story behind the city.
This is the place where the binding of Isaac by Abraham took place 3,500 years ago. This is a place where King Solomon built the house of God, what we call the Jewish temple, the Kodesh HaKodashim, the Holy of Holies. Right over here, the second Jewish temple was built over here. The Christians have a connection to this place as well, and there's sort of like a universal holiness to this place. And I pray that one day all of us will be able to pray over here, Jews, Muslims, and Christians, without the tension that we have.
My adventure also took me to Tiberias, the largest city around the Sea of Galilee. On arrival at the Cyrene Sea of Galilee, I was struck by the peacefulness of this sacred body of water. Here, I reflected on the miracles that are said to have taken place on these shores, as I felt a deep sense of connection to the past.
This is the place where Jesus performed many different miracles, feeding 5,000 people with only 2 fishes and 5 loaves of bread, taking demons out of people walking on the water, of course, stopping the storm on the sea, the famous Beatitudes of the Sermon on the Mount. All of these stories actually took place here.
In Peking, I had a stop at the cave of Rashbi. Walking in the footsteps of history, I also left my prayers and devotion.
In this small village of Pekin, there is a cave, which is a traditional place where a famous rabbi called Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, who lived 1800 years ago, he hid from the Romans after they saw him as a rebel. And God did a miracle and gave him a tree of a carob fruit and a water spring. And him and his son stayed inside this cave for 13 years. And while they were there, he wrote a very famous book called the Zohar, which is the base to all Jewish spirituality.
As my journey through Israel came to an end, I carried with me the memories of the land steeped in history, beauty, and spirituality. In every place I visited and every person I met, I found piece of the sacred mosaic that makes this country so uniquely special. Israel, with its vibrant culture and timeless landscapes, will forever hold a place in my heart. In the northern Israel, Pekin, for News Central, Bongani, Siziba.